What can you not believe we still have to deal with in 2019? Microsoft Word's way of dealing with pictures. Oh, you turned off image snapping. Too bad. We put the image where we want to put it. Also, you wanted to type relatively close to this image? In your dreams. We think it'd be better for the text to go right through the picture and not wrap with it at all. Edit. Thanks for my first silver. Kind stranger. The trick is just clicking Insert Picture, pointing at the file, and then asterisk. Just leave it asterisk. Whatever you do, don't try and make it look nice. It'll most certainly end up ruining your whole day. Spam calls. Vending machines that can't take a dollar bill unless it is in perfect condition. Vending machines that only take cash. Submitting your resume and then having to type in every single answer again. Why did you even ask for my resume? Printers. My home printer always breaks down when I need it. My work printer, which is like provided by a very prominent printing company that should work perfectly, is broken half the time. I don't understand why printers have not improved in their reliability. Edit. A lot of people keep asking why I don't get a better printer. Because I don't use it but a couple of times a year when I have to print a ticket or something. Even in this age, some things require printed documents. As for work, I work at an elementary school and therefore have to print certain school records, student worksheets, and for my convince I print my budget spreadsheets. Even yesterday I went to the printer and it was making some sort of horrendous noise. Then it said it didn't get the print job that I sent twice. I had to restart the printer, take out all of the paper, close it down one more time, and then it was finally able to print. It's a brand new printer from a printing company. Edit 2. Thank you fellow printer haters for the gold and silver. May your printers always work. If they worked perfectly, how would they make money? Overpriced ink cartridges. PFFFFT. Planned obsolescence, boys. Unpeelable stickers on any product instead of just the packaging. Well, thanks for the silver. Stickers on books. Looking at you, Target. Shitty traffic lights. I shouldn't have to stop at 1 in the morning and wait for a cycle when I'm the only one at the intersection, or long stretches of lights that aren't linked. Despite the fact the city I live in claims their lights are linked, I learned it's actually faster to take side streets because as soon as you pull up to a red light it gives you priority and stops the main street traffic to let you through. People out here complaining about real problems and I'm just like, why do banks take 3 to 5 business days to transfer money to one another? Thinking face. Banks only open when everyone is at work. What is the point? Because banks care about businesses, not people. Measles. Fucking pro-diseasers. This better become a trend. It isn't so much anti-vax, it's more pro-disease, so let's call it as such. Edit. Why did this blow up? Edit. Grammar. Edit. Grammar. Spelling. This did not deserve 6k upvotes. Fuck you, Reddit. Residential internet monopoly. Restaurant websites without business hours or menus. Submitting our tax returns to the government when they already have a record of our standard wages and a bunch of other data. When I spend money, it's instant. When they give me money back it takes a fucking week. They're a mistake that needs to be fixed. Doesn't matter. Fuck you. I'm guessing this is something that banks don't yet have an incentive to implement. I live in China, and from about 2013 most banks provide instant refunds. It's usually the merchant, not the bank. The bank wants you to have money in your account. Shitty pencil erasers. We put a man on the moon but we can't make a quality pencil eraser? Asterisk rubs eraser across clean paper. Asterisk. Asterisk eraser creates most hideous smudge ever. Asterisk. What did I ever do to you? You use me. There are huge cracks in the doors to bathroom stalls where strangers can see you poop. Only in America though. Edit. Apparently it's in lots of other places too as well. I read an article the other day about how the people in a really small rural village in India drowned a woman and her two small children in a well because they thought she was a witch. Apparently, this is not that uncommon in really remote areas of some countries. It just blows my mind that in my city we're starting to see shit like driverless cars and gene editing becoming a reality. But in some areas of the world they still believe in witches enough to kill someone over it. Edit. Whoa, this blew up. Well, it's been pointed out to me that this level of savagery exists in the modern world. Yeah, it totally does. Honestly, villagers killing a family because they think they're witches is far less terrible than politicians and modern healthcare companies letting thousands of people die from preventable diseases. At least the villagers think they're helping, however misguided they may be. Whereas, the people who let other people die while they make money off a system that allows people to die are way more terrible because they have all the knowledge available to them and choose to continue to let that happen. Also, I recognize that we have our own modern version of witch hunters, the anti-vaxxers, the climate change deniers, the flat earthers. Frankly, these people are probably more harmful because their beliefs have a wider impact on the world. I guess it was just reading about something like drowning a witch that just feels so medieval to me that it gave me pause. Like somewhere in the world, someone is being persecuted for having perceived magical powers while at the same time someone else in the world is implementing technology so advanced it feels like it's out of a science fiction novel. Some people are going to fucking Mars in a few years and other people think babies born as twins or cursed witches. I guess the point I was trying to make is that I can't believe that in 2019, even with all the globalization that has happened, that we still have this vast gap in the human experience and the technological advances that are prevalent in our lives. I read India as Indiana and legitimately thought you were talking about Pawnee when you are following a recipe online and the quantities for ingredients are also worked into the instructions. So every time I need to confirm how much olive oil I needed, I have to go right back to the start. Also, when recipes have the author's entire life story before they give me the short 2-minute recipe. Edit. Stop linking me Chrome extensions, I use mobile only. Edit. Guys, I know why they have those super long stories. For copyright reasons. I just still find it super cringy, haha. Thank you. Most annoying shit ever. We can't make an elevator with a button to cancel a floor? Bank cameras can't get clear pictures of robbers, but roller coasters can take your picture at 70 miles per hour. Because the bank cameras are recording 24/7 and using a higher quality recording means it takes more storage space. If you're not going to record a worthwhile video that offers clear visuals of everything happening, what's the point? Audit compliance basically. I still cannot believe we have to deal with poachers because someone says rhino horn will cure impotence, cancer, AIDS, and what have you. We've seen some animals go extinct last year for this very reason. Absolutely unacceptable. Most phone calls are still fuzzy and distorted, even when calling from landline to landline, while some outright sound like the other person is gargling cotton. Why can I clearly see the face of a person on FB video chatting Japan while I sit at an IHOP in Florida, yet calling someone in the same zip code is muffled? Edit. To those asking about my landline, I work in a job that requires frequent making and receiving of phone calls. I know I have a connection to another one because it's one of my regular older customers who refuse to get a cell phone. Roughly 10 million American homes and buildings receive water from service lines that are asterisk at least partially lead asterisk. According to the EPA, service lines are the pipes connecting water mains to people's houses. Lead ones are mostly found in the Midwest and Northeast. Despite the life-altering consequences of lead poisoning, there is no national plan to get rid of those pipes. To be fair, most of the pipes now have enough mineral deposits built up between the lead and the water to Effectively be safe. A woman in the UK was arrested for inflicting her young female child with genital mutilation. In the past week, littering and smoking the reefer. Tuberculosis. My brother has it now. He's quarantined, and my job wanted me out of office until I got the all clear from Department of Health. I got the all clear. But when I find out who got him sick, I'm calling my lawyer. ETA verifying. My brother is the only one sick. I'm clear. So is mom. Everyone else is replying with memes, but I'm just sitting here stunned that tuberculosis is still a thing. I had no idea. Is your brother going to be okay? Actually, millions of people have latent TB and never know it. They will not develop active TB until older age or when they have an immune system disorder. I found out that I had it when one person in my old office was deemed infected. So everyone got tested. I had to go through the treatment to get rid of it so I wouldn't develop active TB in the future. But it is crazy that so many people actually have it in their body without even knowing. Edit. I was probably introduced to it by the guy who was infected at my office. He was Vietnamese. But still, there are about 13 million Americans, estimated, with TB in their bodies. Arthur Morgan wants to know your location. Shady internet. Decades to improve the infrastructure and we get jacked because of government-sanctioned corporate monopolies. Like it or not, the internet is a utility now. Agrees in Australian. The paper lid's not tearing off cleanly from cup noodles or peanut butter jars. Lack of contraceptive options for men. This seems like something that would be good for most people. I'm open to a vasectomy. But it's wild that there's not a pill. I believe there is a pill now, but seeing as your username is 420 buttbabies 69, I'm more concerned about the possibility of buttbabies. Edit. I would like to thank 420 buttbabies 69 and whoever gave me the plat for popping my plat cherry. Hopefully it does not lead to any unwanted plat buttbabies as I cannot afford the child support. No safe method to fix herniated disc, and yes, back surgery is old school, dangerous, and just fucking sucks. I just had the surgery last year after 25 years of pain on L4-5 and L2-3. I was scared to death. But I had gotten so bad in the last year, I could no longer walk. So, I decided if surgery made me worse I would commit suicide because I could not live with the pain any longer. I have had many surgeries. Gallbladder, torn elbow tendon repair, childbirth injuries, repair, sinus surgery. So I have never been scared of procedures. But I was so afraid I would wake up worse. I was almost in tears. I woke up pain-free. I have had zero pain since the surgery. I wish I did it years ago. I hope my story helps someone else. But just FYI, I did have muscle spasms for 2 to 3 months later because my body was learning how to walk correctly, but that was nothing compared to the original nerve pain I had endured for so long. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.